Hey, good morning, everyone. Can I tell you how much I love to travel, but I hate leaving when the weather's going to get crazy? And it looks like tonight, this evening, we're going to have a quick hit of some fairly intense weather. But Tom Konvicka is the man, and I am not worried at all about your safety with him here taking care of things and holding down the fort. Yeah, it just drives me a little nuts. So here's what we're looking at 78 degrees with a dew point, a disgusting 76. It's horrible out there. It's humid, tons of moisture. That turns into tons of fuel for thunderstorms later today. And actually, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to College Station to move my daughter out of her apartment. Then I'm going to put a chunk of the drive to St. Louis from College Station behind me. And on the way, I'm going to be chasing these storms as they are developing, and I'll get you a little preview of what's coming this way. That's kind of the quick plan of my day right there. It's going to be a long one. It already has been a long one, but here's what we're looking at on radar. Now, tornado watch out to the east. This includes parts of Alabama. Looks like Mississippi is about to be cleared, and then into the South Carolina and northern Georgia. Later today, I'll show you this risk, but there is going to be a big risk of severe weather across a large area, and we'll just take a look at it all in here in just a bit. Now, temperatures mid-70s, upper 70s, but it feels warmer. It's going to get close to 90 for most of us today. I think we hit 90 here because I don't think these storms are going to come in early enough to cool us off. Looking for a high around 90, 91 degrees. And here's a look across the area to show you those temperatures. Now we're going to pop up there. You see 90, 91 Natchitoches and Monroe, and then those storms come crashing in later this evening. That'll take temperatures down a bit and kind of see the gradient on these temperatures from the 60s behind this boundary, behind those storms, down to the mid to upper 70s. Those will get shoved down to the south tonight. But lots going on here. You'll see on the HRRR model, this is going to tell the story. It looks like a few supercells are going to develop out around Dallas-Fort Worth, very prime breeding ground up there for supercells. And these are going to actually kind of start moving to the east, and they're going to dive more southeast as they mature and grow into these explosive, ginormous hail producers. We could see softball-sized hail out in Texas. I think the hail threat starts to tamp down as these storms organize into a line and move into our area. It's going to look a little like this. We could get a few big hail reports out of this, though, especially in the northern and especially northwestern parts of the area. Sabine and Natchitoches, you have the best chance to see big hail larger than golf balls today, this evening, I should say. And then, as you can see on this model, at least, everything kind of skirts through by about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's going to be gone. Now, on this model and on many, we're not seeing these storms go south of basically like a Rose Pine to Glenmora to Simmsport line. It's possible we see that, and you'll see here in the severe threat. It's going to be lower down there, but we are going to see some sort of threat. Okay, so here we go on the convective outlook. This is your severe outlook for today, that enhanced level 3 of 5 risk. Again, it's pretty much that like Rose Pine to Glenmora to Simmsport line. That's where that enhanced risk is, anywhere from there and to the north. We have a slight risk down to around I-10, and then a marginal just in case something goes rogue down there near the coast. And now here's your hail outlook. The significant hail is going to generally, again, be up in the northwestern quarter of the state, so that's your best chance for big, big hail. You see, we're down in that 15% range here. That's 15%, a 15% chance of hail larger than an inch in diameter within 25 miles of a point. Up this way towards Shreveport, maybe even including northern Toledo Bend, northern Natchitoches Parish, that area, that's where we have a 10% chance to see 2-inch in diameter hail or larger as these storms continue to kind of push across the area. Now, what I think is going to happen here, we're going to see these supercells congeal into some sort of smaller line segment, and it's going to be like 2 or 3 supercells kind of join forces and move toward the east-southeast across the area. That brings a significant wind risk. There's going to be a wind risk down here if storms develop as well, but this corridor right here is where we could see winds gusting from 60 to 80 miles per hour, so expect the potential for some power outages. The only small bit of good news, you typically, when you see those kind of probabilities, you're going to have higher tornado probabilities, but with weaker low-level wind shear, we have that tornado probability only, I'll put air quotes up for that, at 5%. So 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of a point. Weak low-level flow should keep the tornado count low, hopefully at 0. But again, this is something we're going to be watching as this all develops overnight. And here's what it looks like. Boom, zooming in, showing you those thunderstorms on the GFS. Now, after all this, we get a pretty good weekend. Mother's Day is still looking really nice. But You see that beyond this, more showers and storms are going to start filling in by late Mother's Day. I think this might be a little early, showing it there at 1 o'clock. But then you just see rain showers and storms kind of training over the area from late Sunday into parts of Tuesday. And you're going to not believe here these rain totals that I'm going to show you. But yeah, we're up to about 3 to 6 inches. That includes today, where I think it's going to be more a half an inch to 2 inches where we see the rain. South of Alexandria, again, you may miss out on this, but you will not miss out on the early week, next week stuff. 3 to 6 inches statewide, going to be more water falling than we can handle, possibly some flooding issues there as we get into early next week. And there is going to be at least some threat for severe weather. So again, Mother's Day looks pretty good. 30% chance for storms in the late afternoon to the evening, but I think most of the day is pretty good there. 78 your high. It's going to be nice out there. I think we're going to possibly see some 50s on Saturday morning. I'm hoping. Tom put 60, and I'm going to leave it there. Really, his 7 days are great, so I'm not going to fool with it, though. I wanted to see that 50 something in there for Saturday morning. Sunday morning, 62. There's your next round of heavy rain Monday into Tuesday. I think Wednesday we get a little break, and then it's possible we see another round of rainfall Thursday and Friday. Here is what we're looking in the extended. It looks like that rain's going to hold temperatures close to normal. We will be just a bit above if we average things out from mid-May, and we're going to keep that rainfall above normal. So I hope I answered your questions. Let me see. I mean, yeah, I am. I'll tell you what, I got up early for me, 6 o'clock. I sleep till 8 most days, 7:30, 8, whatever. I definitely don't set alarms anymore. Kids are out of here. I set alarms if there's weather. But so yeah, I am going to be going out into Texas. I'll be chasing later today. If I see something worth talking about, I will, something especially that's going to be pertinent to this area, I'll come on and show you what I'm seeing. And I might just do it anyway because it's fun. Fun to show you what I'm seeing and all that good stuff. But I will be seeing lots of Texas today and then lots of Arkansas and Missouri tomorrow. Now, I'll be doing text updates. I'll probably... I'm not sure exactly what kind of updating schedule I'm going to have because I'm going to be on the road so much, but Tom's going to be doing the streaming. He's going to be updating things, and then this weekend I'll be back into the swing of updating stuff, especially on that next threat for rain and possibly some severe weather to start next week. Alrighty, that's it. I'm out of here. Going to be hitting the road soon. I will travel safely, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope these storms aren't quite as bad as they look.